Alley Cats Hurst is a family entertainment center located in Hurst, Texas. For coaster enthusiasts, this location is about 20 minutes away from Six Flags Over Texas and offers a coaster credit in the Rattler. For families seeking a good time, Alley Cats offers a wide range of family activities from go-karts to bowling to putt-putt golf that makes for a great day of family fun. And with their unlimited wristband, you can do all of these activities as much as you'd like. But is it worth it spending a large amount of time here? Find out in this review. For starters, I was disappointed in the food options at Alley Cats. Since Alley Cats is open until 11 p.m. or midnight most days, I came here in the later part of the day after visiting Six Flags Over Texas, which, given the lines that park can get on busy days, should be a solid option for families with Six Flags season passes. With this in mind, I decided to go all in and just try and eat at Alley Cats, which normally I'm too cheap to eat at theme parks since the food is more expensive. But Alley Cats only seem to have a very basic menu. So unless you want to pay $20 for bowling alley pizza, it might be better to consider a food stop elsewhere. To me, this was a miss for Alley Cats since I spent a lot of time at Incredible Pizzas, where you can easily combine your family fun and food, even if the food isn't the best. Alley Cats started when the first Dallas location of Putt-Putt opened in 1969. Over time, Alley Cats slowly evolved to offer more. From batting cages and arcade games in the 1990s to the development of Alley Cats Entertainment in 2003. The Arlington location is the original Alley Cats, which is located next to the historic Putt-Putt course. The Hurst location is the newer of the locations built to maximize what Alley Cats learned about family entertainment from their years of experience. But for coaster enthusiasts, the addition of the SBF spinner, the Rattler, put Alley Cats on the map. Alley Cats Hurst has a good atmosphere given that, at least on the day I visited, most riders had an unlimited wristband, or game card actually, which must be scanned each time you ride an outdoor attraction. It doesn't take off the balance or anything, it just needs to be scanned. And they didn't really explain this when I purchased it. At most, I had to wait 2 cycles for the coaster, but almost everything else was a walk-on. Even a bowling lane was a walk-on, despite the park being relatively busy when we got there. Laser tag does have fixed times, about every 15 minutes, and you have to get a time reservation from the Putt-Putt golf desk, even with the unlimited card. I wasn't the only one who waited for 10 minutes in the waiting room for laser tag, only to be told. But as long as you know what you're doing, the unlimited card does allow you to try everything and maximize your day. And do watch out for specials on it, as over spring break, there was a 50% off offer for the unlimited card, making it just $30 if you arrived and purchased it before noon. The indoor attractions offered a solid mix of modern family entertainment. The bowling lanes were nice and modern enough, though not super well oiled and taken care of. My brother, who bowled for his high school team, said that he's bowled on worse lanes for tournaments, though he was disappointed that many of the additional features for gameplay, such as no tap, were turned off. For families seeking a solid bowling experience, though, these offer fine bowling lanes, and bowling shoes seem to be included in the price of games, so that shouldn't be an extra add-on fee, as you'll see at most bowling alleys. As for the arcade games, without a power hour or unlimited gameplay option, they're just not as enjoyable. They have many enjoyable games such as skee-ball, basketball shooting, axe throwing, coin pushers, and other video game style games. However, almost all of their games were geared towards giving you tickets, which, when it came time to redeem them, didn't seem to add up to any decent prizes. Alley Cats has a solid lineup of newer video games, just understand that it's pricey to pay per play. There is also a small rock climbing wall with 3 different options to reach the top. The middle seemed unique as it wasn't your traditional rock climbing wall. All of these were easy to complete, but it offers a nice opportunity for young guests who want to try out rock climbing, and for family members who want to watch others do so as well. Laser tag was actually really enjoyable since it was easy to aim with how the red dot sight was clear and easy to move around. I'm not a huge fan of laser tag between all the times I went growing up as a kid, but this was a really enjoyable experience. As for the outdoor attractions, there's a small amusement park section that has 3 rides plus the coaster. Twist and Shout has a maximum weight limit of 165 pounds, as it is designed as a kiddie drop tower. This is actually a forgiving weight limit, and I just missed experiencing this attraction. I actually do really enjoy kiddie drop towers, and with the spinning accompanying the drops, I feel this would be an enjoyable attraction. There's also a teacup ride, which is a rather basic teacup ride. Some love these for the ability to get them spinning quickly, but I'm not a huge fan of spinning, so it was a rather bland ride for me. This is a nice enough spinning ride though, as it caters to all ages, while still being primarily a ride for kids and families. The Himalaya was a rather old and basic model, but don't let that deter you from riding, since because of this open track layout, it seemed to run almost more like a roller coaster, offering small pops of airtime on the few hills while not dishing out crazy dizzying laterals. It may be a simple version of the genre, but I really did enjoy how it rides. Finally, you have the SBF spinning coaster, the Rattler. I'm not a huge fan of these coasters, but I clearly see why they are a popular addition to family-centered locations, as they're larger than, say, a kiddie coaster, while still having, presumably, a similar footprint and price tag. The unlimited wristband does help if you want to ride the coaster many times, as normally these SBF spinners at small parks can cost $8 a ride, as Alley Cats charges themselves. This coaster probably isn't worth $8 a ride, but is enjoyable if you can ride it in combination with everything else at the park. I have a separate review going into more detail if you'd like to know more about the Rattler. Additionally, Alley Cats has 2 mini golf courses. With the history of Alley Cats and the connection to Putt-Putt golf, I was surprised that these courses didn't seem to be better maintained. Many holes were really difficult to get my ball to actually sink into the hole, as it seemed to just bounce out given how the grass around the holes played. There also were some kids playing through the courses quickly by themselves, which made me feel rushed and not as focused during some of the holes. But the amount of putt-putt holes that are offered here is really nice, and I am generally a fan of putt-putt golf as a nice family activity. So I imagine this is a good family experience under the right circumstances. Finally, there are the go-karts. I'm also just not a huge fan of go-karts in general, but obviously many people appreciate them. I also got stuck with a really slow go-kart on one of my times around the track, like literally half of the other racers lapped me, so there is some variability in how these go-karts are experienced, which would be important to know if you're paying per ride. This track is nice enough with a few turns, and apparently a decent amount of opportunities to pass others, and overall is a decent and enjoyable go-kart track for the genre. There are also a set of batting cages, but I did not experience those during my visit. Overall, Alley Cats Hurst has a deep lineup of family entertainment options and seems to execute things well enough. But there is some hesitation about some of their attractions that makes me skeptical of the rather high prices that they can charge. The option of an unlimited card, which they seem to really push, is great to have. But you're only going to get your money for it if you plan on spending the entire day here, and the various activities like bowling, putt-putt, and go-karts are what you want to experience to begin with. Since discounts do exist on their unlimited wristband from time to time, I would highly suggest looking for those, as $30 to experience everything is an absolutely fantastic price. Literally an hour of bowling and one ride on the coaster is like $30. But you can get unlimited hours of bowling, you just have to make another lane reservation, and unlimited rides on the coaster, plus so much more with the unlimited card. So just know what you're getting into. What are your thoughts on Alley Cats Hurst? Is this an enjoyable family entertainment center, or do some of their offerings leave you wanting more? Let me know, and as always, Cup Kun Krop.